the Vice President, Excellency Jessica Lupo, our Right Honorable Speaker, who is here, our first Vice Chairman of the NRM, our Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Secretary General, Cabinet Ministers, religious leaders, diplomatic missions and UN agencies, our honorable members of parliament, and the women of Uganda. Your Excellency, the women of Uganda are very happy with the message you gave us yesterday. We have relayed the message to them, and we are going to follow it up, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, these people are very committed. As you are aware, yesterday when we met, they had already come from all over the country with their own transport money. And they are here, and they are very grateful for the support that you have given them and the pledge that you have pledged to continue supporting them. Your Excellency, let me also thank the woman member of parliament, Giovannis. She's, you see, most times people think Women's Day or International Days is just thought about in the ministries. But most times people apply for it. In the circumstance, the woman MP, Giovannis, wrote a letter last year asking us to come here. But we had already determined the venue for last year. I pledged to her that this year we shall come here because she had applied. And we are here because of her letter. I want to thank her. I want also to thank the area MP, Wilson, who has been helping in organizing. Thank you very much, Honorable Wilson. And this constituency is a very important constituency for this day, because the former member of parliament for Nyabushozi, Eli Karoanga, is the one who moved the motion for 8th March to be a public holiday as Women's Day. So we are back today where this constituency at that time played a very important role. Your Excellency, we are here as a ministry. Time is not on our side. I don't want to take so much time. The theme for today is very important. It is about how we must address the gender gap in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, innovation, ICT. This theme, for us, starts with the core, which is education. Because without education, we cannot talk about access and affordability for internet, for example. Education for girl child starts from the primary level. With the policy of UPE and USE, with the infrastructure that you have directed in the cabinet for the Ministry of Education to establish laboratory, to put in place textbook for UCC to supply computer in secondary schools. That is the beginning point for us as a ministry and as a cabinet directive under you to embrace and say education is the foundation of science, technology, engineering, because if you don't start from the primary, from the secondary, then nobody can come at the tail end to do sciences. So as a ministry, we will continue with the multi-sectoral approach that we coordinate all MDAs to be able to achieve the directives and the guidance that you've given us. The second issue for us is economic empowerment. And Your Excellency, that's why today you've launched the GROW project. The GROW project started as a grant mixed with a loan. Your Excellency, when you guided the key areas where you wanted borrowing, I went back to the World Bank and told them that this area might not be successful soon because government strategic guidance on borrowing for railways, for infrastructure, for electricity will take the next 5 years or so. Why don't you let us start this as a trial and we discuss how we can take off? And I want to thank the technical staff. There is one man who should be a woman under this project. But that is to tell you that gender and women's issue is not about women. It's about those who embrace the policy and the programs. I want Alex Asimwe to get out there and stand so that Your Excellency, you see the brain behind the GROW project in the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. With the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Chibenge, please, Asimwe and Mr. Chibenge, maybe people know you, but please just let His Excellency and the team see you because Mr. Asimwe burned the candle to write this proposal. And most times, we will leave office at 9, at 10 in the night to beat the deadline that the World Bank had given us. So I want to thank Commissioner Asimwe Alex and the PS and the team that has delivered GROW project as a grant, not a loan. I want to thank them so much. Your Excellency, Uganda, in terms of science and technology, among the Uganda ranked 102 countries in the global index as of 2019. So we are among the people who have embraced science and technology. We are number 102 out of 129 countries that were mapped. And of course, there are many things that are being done. To just say, the National Council of Higher Education has introduced several programs. For example, in Busitema University, they have NITA U itself has streamlined emission-focused use of ICT, and they have been distributing computers in secondary school. So, Your Excellency, there are many things that are being done. Challenges remain, but those challenges and the gaps is why we are here today. To identify the challenges, the issue of affordability, the issue of access at rural area, but those can be addressed if we work as women to ensure that women and men have money. And once they have money, they will be able to buy the computers, they will be able to pay for internet, and our children will access internet. So that's where, for us, our focus as a Ministry of Gender, Your Excellency, will continue to focus on ensuring that we support education sector for girls, promote and mentor girls in sciences, work with universities, institutions to ensure that they mentor girls, they support girls programs with development partners. And number two, the issue of income. And we will continue as the women leaders have already embraced support for parish development model, for Emyoga. When you toured, Your Excellency, the exhibition, most of those exhibitions were products from Emyoga, Uganda Women's Entrepreneurs, and your own initiative, which means it is possible that when you give women small grants, they are able to scale it up. And with the GROW, those type of women whom you have seen there will not be coming to disturb you, Your Excellency. It is under GROW that is supposed to pick the women who are at small scale and support them with certification for export, with the distribution van. I visited a group just about a kilometer from here when I came with the woman MP. They are now producing yogurt. Their yogurt is purchased, all of it, but because they have a small fridge, now they are asking for a coolant and a distribution, a cool van for distribution in the trading center and supermarket, and UNBS certification, because you cannot distribute in supermarket when you don't have UNBS. So we have pledged to them under GROW. Those are the categories of women entrepreneurs that we are graduating them into the money economy, supporting them to open businesses, to register their patent, to export, to do value addition. So we are committed, Your Excellency, and with that, I want now to thank the development partner, UNDP, UN Women, CARE International, Enabel, BRAC, who supported us in organizing this function. I also want to thank all of you for coming here, but most especially, let me recognize a good friend who has been with me in many places in the north, but I was surprised when he called me a few days ago and he said he's a chairman here, Mr. Nzeri Kaguta. He's a very interesting character who has been with me up to Akokoro in a patch. Nzeri, thank you so much. He's there, is the chairman NRM for Chirhura District. Your Excellency, with that, I want now to take the privilege to request you to do a few activities before you give your address. I don't know where the OWEP group are